And the Idiot of the Year award goes to me for doing a whole video, actually for over 20 minutes, showing you my beautiful, wonderful, brilliant idea about how you can turn a sneaker display case into a collectibles display case. And so what I did was I told you in the video, please do not build it incorrectly, because if you build it and snap the pieces in incorrectly, you're screwed, because once you push in these pieces, you can't undo them. And what did I do? I just tripped over my I have a little heater on the floor. I just tripped over and just, ow, I stubbed my toe. Okay, so I deserved that. So basically, I just realized I fucked up. Excuse my language. And if you look, the door hinges, little door latch, that's magnetic, is supposed to be on the top, not on the bottom. And oh man. So let's see if I can undo this. Now it's a good thing. What I did was I thought I was so brilliant. I put these special like acrylic shelves in here. I don't know if you can see them, just so I can display my items instead of just having a bottom piece where you can only just put a few things. Now you can put multiple things in this case because you have several tiers. And let's see if I can actually fix this case. I'm going to show you really fast how it's supposed to look. And then this little lip sticking up, that's incorrect. Yeah, so I'm a total moron. And I was like, oh, like proud of myself with that video. So now I have to reshoot it. Okay, so the door latch that I showed you that I had on the bottom is supposed to be on the top. This is the correct way of building the case. And it came with instructions, so that's how much of a moron I am. It is a good thing that I did not glue these shelves in. And maybe I had like some kind of psychic ability knowing that I was going to screw this one up. And so what I did was I tacked it down with something called museum putty. And it's supposed to be able to come right off without like leaving any marks. So let's see if we can take all this stuff out and remove the shelves. And maybe we can flip this case upside down and then it would be correct. All right, so these are stackable cases. You can put as many as you want on top of each other. They sell them in 1-pack, 3-pack, 9-pack. And this is one of the riser shelves that I got. It's a 2-tier. This is 3.8 inches high by 11.86 across by about 6.5 deep. And as you can see, I have it in here and the case is upside down. And so what I want to do is see if I can actually remove this because I tacked it down and see if we can flip it. If I do that, let's see how strong the museum putty is. Let's turn the case on its side. And yeah, that stuff really works. It's like better than glue. Look at this. Okay, so that's why like I used it. But let's see if we can get it out. Oh, okay, it actually unassembled itself. That's a good thing right now. Okay, so I reapplied the, you can actually reuse this museum putty. Let's get a focus on that. You can reuse this over and over again. So you knead it, you roll it into a ball, or a snake, like a thin like worm or a snake, and apply it to the bottom of your item. And the reason why it wasn't completely like really transfixed in that case was because I really didn't knead it well enough. Okay, so that's ready to go in the case. Let's see if we could flip the case upside down and not have to, like call this like pretty much like a total defeat. All right, so here's our backwards upside down case. And the door was supposed to be the other way. And yeah, good news. All it needed was a flip. So I just flipped it upside down and now it is fine. Okay, so now we're going to put the shelf in here and transfix it. Now I am going to show you something. There is like little gaps, and you see like it has like a raised area, and so that is a little bit of an issue. That's why you have to get the shelf that I'm going to put a link for in the description below, because it will fit perfectly in here. Okay, so here's our shelf. Now the beauty of this is the back of the legs are much longer than the front legs. So I can put it in that little divot in the back, that little dip. And so here we go. We're going to put it in. We want to get it centered right down the middle as best we could. And I'm going to push that in there. And now to adhere the museum putty, press down and just go like that. Because we don't want this to slide. We don't want it to slide across the, the case and have your collectibles fall down and break. Okay, so let's see. Is this in there good? It's not swaying. Before it was swaying side to side. And yeah, I think it's in there good, except for the back leg isn't fitting in there perfectly. That's why they're not adhering totally. So I'm going to show you. It's not like touching the bottom, okay? But it's actually fine. So, I mean, unless you're going to flip the case upside down, you're not going to have any problems whatsoever, because this isn't moving and it's not sliding around. So there we go. The putty is adhering. It's going to take about, I believe, 30 hours for it to fully adhere. All right, let's place our items in the box now and see if we have a display case that was supposed to be a sneaker case, but could be used for coins and pocket watches, antiques, action figures, minerals, crystals, Funko Pops, all sorts of things. All right, so the reason why I had to come up with some kind of thing to keep my collectibles in, my breakables, is because I just bought a case on Amazon not too long ago, and it collapsed the minute I put it together and touched it. And it's not because I built it wrong, it's because it was really shitty. It was paper thin, and it was like double the size as this. And it had like a paper thin little base, and you're supposed to snap each panel into each other, but the little tabs were so thin that if you just go like that, this side will fall down. And if you go like that, this side will fall down. If you touch the top, the whole thing will fall like a house of cards. So if you have anything like glass or breakables, you're screwed. So I had to tape the case together at all the corners with actually clear packing tape. And when it came with the back all cracked. So I called up Amazon and I bitched and I complained. And they ended up giving me my money back, which was like close to $42, and told me to keep the case, which I still have. And so with that credit, I bought this 3-pack. And it is so thick. It is so sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to fall like a house of cards. Now, it is a sneaker case. And so I don't know. I just came up with the idea. Now, I do see a lot of people making videos showing how they go to the dollar store and they take like plexiglass or acrylic out of the dollar store picture frames, and then they use like this special epoxy and they build their own cases, but they're not thick enough. Look at the thickness of this case. You know what I mean? So the ones you're going to build at the dollar store, those do-it-yourselfers, that's for putting really lightweight things in there. If you have glass or you have things that are heavy or have any substantial weight to it, you need something thick like this. So I wanted to show you an example. Now, the case is only 8.3 inches high. So you gotta like figure if you're gonna put a shelf, like one of these like acrylic riser shelves in there. If you have certain collectibles that are a certain height, like for example, like Funko Pops, I don't even collect them, but I think they're like 4 inches or something like that. So you figure the highest tier in the back is 3.8 inches, and the top of this box goes to 8.3 inches. So that leaves you at 4.5 inches. So your item on the top shelf in the back has to be no bigger than 4.5 inches, but it will touch the top of the case at that. So your best bet is to make sure your item is like probably about 4 inches, maybe 4.25 inches or less. But you can also use one of these shelves. And here's another example. You can get a single riser shelf, and this one is only 2 inches high. So they do come in different heights. You can configure this to your own liking. This one cost me like $8.99. The 2-tier shelf came in a 2-pack, and that one cost me $17.99, I think, or $18.99. And you get a 2-pack of those. I have another shelf, so that can go in another box. I'm going to stack these up. It's going to be close to probably 20 something inches high, like 8 times 3. It's going to be like close to 25, 26 inches high. You can place it on the floor, and you can stack as many of them as you want on top of each other. You can make it go up to the ceiling if you want, and that's the beauty of these. Now, I'm going to show you really quick. I just did like a mock-up, because in here I'm going to put my antique glass perfume bottles, not crystals like you see here, but I just stuck these in here really fast just to give you an idea. Since you don't want to glue your shelves in because you might screw up like I did, or you might end up wanting to remove the shelves and maybe do something else with this, you can use this stuff, Quake Hold. and it's called Museum Putty. This stuff is the best. There'll be links to all these products in the description below. Now, I'm not making any money. I'm not receiving free items. I'm just giving you tips. Now, also the beauty of the 2-tier shelf, now they have 3-tier and 4-tier shelves, is the fact that you have all this space in the front. So you have at least like 3.8 inches in the front, if not more. And then you have another 3.8 inches on the first rung, and then another 3.8 inches in depth for your collectibles on the top row. So here we go. I'm going to just show you. Look how nice that looks. Now, I didn't put all my crystals in there to make it like really fancy dancy right now, but you can get an idea. You can place collectibles in here, and you can put them in all different angles, and you can see them all, and you can fit more items in here by doing a shelf. By sticking one of these shelves in there, you can add way more stuff in there than if you just put it on the bottom part of the case. So that is cool. Now, the door is really great. I like the fact that the door opens this way, as opposed to I had it the other way before incorrectly, and I had trouble pulling it open. So now it's even easier to actually mess around with. Now, to fortify your collectibles even more, again, get the Quake Hold Museum Putty. Roll it, knead it into like little balls. If you have a larger, heavier item, roll it into little snakes, and put like little snakes on all 4 corners of your item. And then press down and twist to get like a suction action where it seals. And then what you can do is place your items like I have here on the shelves with the museum putty holding it down to the shelves. Again, the beauty of that museum putty is you can actually remove the item. It won't leave a mark, and you can reuse it. So there you go. Here's an idea. I did not make any more of the boxes. It came with 3. And again, they're stackable. I'll show you really fast the piece of crap case that I originally got and why I came up with this idea. The sneaker box is really, really sturdy. It'll probably hold at least, my guess, I could probably stand on it. It could hold at least 125 to 150 pounds on top of it as you stack them all up. And again, the beauty of it is you can see your items on all 4 sides. So you can see it from this angle, from the front, you can see it from the top, you can see it from the side, and you can see your stuff from the back. Now, they do make a whole bunch of these sneaker cases under different brand names. Some of them have like a logo on the top or some kind of like ugly thing. So when you want to look down in it, it's like distorted. Other ones aren't crystal clear like this one. This company does make different versions of this. You want to get this one. I'll put a link in it in the description. They do have ones and it has like sort of like a sneaker shape etched into the top. You don't want that if you have collectibles. Other brands are selling them. They're very thin. They're very flimsy. They don't have the door that pulls from the front, only from the side. And they're not crystal clear. This is crystal clear. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go to a cutaway. I'm going to show you some things. And then the video is done. Finito. Okay, so this is the brand of the sneaker case that I got. And it's giving you the wrong dimensions. Because over here it's saying it's 8.3 inches deep and 10 point something high. Because if you have 10 inches and change for each one, it comes to 30.6. That's incorrect. It's 8.3 inches high. And it's 10 point whatever deep, like going this way. So their dimensions are wrong in their listing. I'm just warning you. So this is the one. It's by STAHMFOVER. STAHMFOVER. And again, they sell many different versions of this. I'll show you another example. See how it has the sneaker impression on the top of the lid? That's not the one you want. You want to go for this one. It says 3 clear shoe boxes. They also have another one that says 3 shoe boxes clear. And again, that one is different. It has a different top. You want to go with this one. I'll put the link in for that one. And again, they sell all different ones. A 3-pack, a 9-pack. So there you go. Also, here's some actually photos of the one I got. It also shows you how to build it. It was not very informational. So the instructions that came with it really did not explain what each part was. So that's why I built it upside down by accident. The original case that I got was 11.8 inches by 11.8 inches by 15.8 0.7 inches. And here we go. We'll go into it. They don't have it anymore. I guess so many people must have complained that they're not even selling it. But this is it. So basically it's a piece of crap. You can see it's very, very thin. You get it like that. And look at those tabs, how thin those tabs are. That base is very thin. The acrylic is so thin, it's bendable. It comes with some kind of film that takes you like 20 minutes to peel off. It's a real pain in the ass. But yeah, look at these tabs, how crappy and thin they are. So as soon as you touch the damn thing, it completely falls like a house of cards. And so this is the one. And a lot of other like sellers on Amazon are selling the same exact case under a different brand. So you'll see it a million times. Do not, I'm telling you, if you have anything breakable, here's other examples of the same one. If you have anything breakable or anything you do not want to arrive broken, not arrive broken, but I mean, well, it arrived broken on me. The back was all like cracked up. But if you don't want any of your breakables to break, do not get these cases. And I'm telling you, I know from experience. Here's another example of it. Look at that, $98.99. It is the biggest piece of crap. For the risers, you'll see many, many, many different risers being sold at different price points. You got 3 tiers, you got 4 tiers. Stay away from these that have the little plastic piece on the bottom and the little plastic lip on the back. Those ones are very, very poorly made, and you'll have trouble fitting it in that case. Go with the one that I put the link in the description below. I am not being compensated or given free items. I'm just being honest with you. These ones suck with the little lip that I'm showing you. You know, like this is the other one that I got. It came with a 2-pack of it's 2 inches high and 4 inches high. Again, that's if you don't want the ones that are attached to each other. And say you only want to put one of the shelves in there. They do have the 2-inch one for only $8.99. Again, links in the description below. So all in all, finding a display case that's actually suitable and sturdy enough to put breakables in is very, very hard on Amazon. So I really suggest you get one of these sneaker cases if you have something that's not taller than, you know, the 8.3 inches. If you're looking for a display unit for small items, these are absolutely perfect, crystal clear, very, very thick, very sturdy. You have the door, and just get the museum putty and putty the shelf in there without gluing it in case you want to undo it. And you can also adhere your adhesive, your collectibles to it, and then you don't have to worry about them sliding around inside this case. It's a great, great case. I'm telling you, this is very, very thick plastic or acrylic. It's extremely, extremely thick and well made. I can't praise it enough. Again, you'll see a lot of these do-it-yourself custom display cases being shown on YouTube. People getting cheap plexiglass or acrylic from frames from dollar stores. If you have something that's like as light as a feather, those are great. You know, those are like perfect. But if you're looking for something that is petite, but yet big enough, you can see from my hand, this is actually a nice size case. One that you can stack. You can stack as many as you want on top of each other and create your own little do-it-yourself type of display case and put certain shelves in there if you'd like. You don't even have to put the shelves. You can just have the whole, you know, blank bottom in there. This is perfect for you. Thanks for watching. Look at the links in the description below. Over and out. I'm done. Finally, the case is made correctly and I'm satisfied. So long.